The swamp is alive. It's a world of heat and humidity. Ancient trees reach for the sky, their roots disappear into murky water. Insects hum a never-ending song. Sunlight struggles to penetrate the thick canopy. It creates a mosaic of light and shadow. The air is thick with the smell of decay. Life and death are in constant battle here. This is a place of raw beauty. It is a place of hidden dangers. This is the domain of creatures perfectly adapted to its challenges. This is where the crocodiles reign supreme. The crocodile is a survivor. It's an ancient predator, a living relic from a time long past. These formidable creatures have roamed the earth for millions of years, outlasting dinosaurs and witnessing the rise and fall of countless species. Its lineage stretches back millions of years to an era when giant reptiles ruled the land and sea. Fossils reveal their ancient ancestors, showcasing a lineage that has remained remarkably unchanged. They are perfectly designed for their environment. Powerful jaws capable of crushing bone, armored hide that acts as a natural shield, a cold reptilian stare that sends shivers down the spine of any who dare to meet it. These adaptations have made them one of the most efficient predators on the planet. They are the apex predators of the swamp, ruling their watery domain with an iron grip. Whether basking in the sun to regulate their body temperature or gliding silently through murky waters, they are always on the lookout for their next meal. They lie in wait beneath the water's surface, their bodies perfectly camouflaged. Only their eyes and nostrils break the surface, allowing them to breathe and see without revealing their presence. Their eyes just above the waterline scan for any sign of weakness. They are ever watchful, ever patient, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. They are masters of patience. They are opportunistic hunters, capable of waiting hours, even days, for the right opportunity. When that moment comes, they strike with lightning speed and unerring accuracy. Any creature that enters their domain is potential prey. From the smallest fish to the largest mammals, nothing is safe from their powerful jaws and relentless pursuit. Birds, fish, mammals, all fall victim to the crocodile's insatiable hunger. Their diet is as varied as the ecosystem they inhabit, making them versatile and adaptable hunters. Today, a new target will wander too close to the water's edge. Unaware of the danger lurking just beneath the surface, it will become the latest addition to the crocodile's menu. Today, the swamp will claim another victim. In the reign of the reptiles, the crocodile remains an undisputed king, a testament to the power and resilience of nature's most ancient predators. Max was a golden retriever. He was full of boundless energy. He loved to explore. The swamp held a special allure for him. He would often sneak away from home. He would race through the tall grasses. He would chase after dragonflies. The swamp was his playground. He was oblivious to the dangers that lurked beneath the surface. He trusted his nose. He trusted his instincts. He was a creature of instinct, driven by curiosity. But today, his instincts would fail him. Today, danger awaited. The sun beat down on the swamp. The air hung heavy and still. A lone crocodile, Brutus, felt the pangs of thirst. He had been lying in wait for hours. He needed to rehydrate. He slowly moved towards the bank. His movements were deliberate. He created barely a ripple on the water's surface. He was a master of stealth. Brutus reached the bank. He lapped up the water. He was unaware of the danger lurking nearby. Or maybe he wasn't. Crocodiles are clever. They are cunning. Brutus knew something was near. Section 5. Lurking in the shadows. Max had been exploring further down the swamp. The air was thick with the scent of decaying vegetation and the occasional chirp of unseen creatures. The swamp was a labyrinth of twisted roots and murky waters, a place where the line between land and water blurred. He was drawn by the scent of something new. It was a scent that promised adventure, something different from the usual smells of the swamp. His nose twitched as he followed the invisible trail, each step taking him deeper into the unknown. He came to the edge of the water. The surface was still, reflecting the darkening sky above. Max paused, his ears perked up, listening for any signs of danger. But all he heard was the gentle lapping of water against the shore. He lapped up the cool water, oblivious to the danger lurking just beneath the surface. The water was refreshing. a welcome relief from the humid air. Max was unaware of the eyes watching him, the silent predator hidden in the shadows. Brutus watched Max from the shadows. The crocodile's eyes were barely visible above the water, but they were fixed on the unsuspecting dog. Brutus had been waiting for hours, his patience as deep as the swamp itself. His reptilian brain assessed the situation. He was bigger, he was stronger. Every muscle in his body was coiled, ready to unleash a burst of speed and power. He had survived in this swamp for years, a master of stealth and ambush. Max was the perfect target. The trap was set. Brutus knew that one wrong move could alert the dog, but he was confident. He had done this countless times before. The thrill of the hunt was in his blood. Brutus sank lower in the water. His body became one with the murky depths, a shadow among shadows. He moved with the grace of a predator, silent and deadly. Only his eyes and nostrils were visible. They broke the surface like tiny islands, giving nothing away. Brutus was a master of disguise, blending seamlessly with his surroundings. He was a statue of muscle and teeth. Every part of him was designed for one purpose: to kill. His eyes never left Max, calculating the perfect moment to strike. He waited for the perfect moment to strike. The swamp held its breath, the tension thick in the air. Brutus knew that patience was his greatest weapon, and so he waited, a silent terror lurking in the shadows. Section 6. The unsuspecting prey. Max finished drinking. He lifted his head. He saw his reflection in the water. He barked playfully, mistaking it for another dog. He wagged his tail, completely unaware of the danger lurking beneath the surface. The moment was upon them. Brutus tensed his powerful muscles. He was ready to explode from the water. Max, oblivious, continued to bark at his reflection. The tension in the air was palpable. The swamp held its breath. The stage was set for a confrontation between predator and prey. A life-or-death struggle was about to begin. Section 7. A moment of peril. In a flash of lightning speed, Brutus attacked. He exploded from the water. His jaws, lined with razor-sharp teeth, snapped shut. The water erupted in a shower of spray and foam. Max, caught off guard, yelped in surprise. He tried to jump back, but it was too late. Brutus's jaws clamped down on his leg. The swamp, silent a moment before, erupted in chaos. Birds took flight, their calls shrill with alarm. Insects scattered. The battle had begun. Section 8. Jaws of Despair. Max thrashed wildly, trying to free himself from Brutus's grip, but the crocodile's jaws were like a vice. He pulled Max towards the deeper water. Max yelped in pain and terror. Brutus dragged Max deeper into the swamp. The water turned murky with mud and blood. Max struggled to keep his head above water. His struggles were growing weaker. The fight was leaving him. The water closed over his head. Bubbles rose to the surface, the only evidence of his desperate struggle for survival. Section 9. A glimmer of hope. Deep within the swamp, a pair of eyes opened. The swamp was a place of mystery and danger, where the line between life and death was often blurred. The air was thick with humidity, and the water was murky, hiding secrets beneath its surface. These eyes belonged to an old alligator-snapping turtle, ancient and wise. This turtle had lived for decades, witnessing the ebb and flow of life in the swamp. He had seen the seasons change, the rise and fall of water levels, and the constant struggle for survival. He had seen it all. From the smallest insects to the largest predators, the turtle had observed the intricate web of life that thrived in this harsh environment. His shell bore the marks of time, each scratch and scar a testament to his resilience and experience. He had seen countless battles between predator and prey. The swamp was a battleground where only the fittest survived. He had watched as creatures fought for dominance, each encounter a test of strength, cunning, and willpower. He watched as Brutus, the fearsome crocodile, dragged Max towards his doom. Brutus was a notorious predator, known for his ruthless efficiency and unrelenting hunger. The turtle had seen Brutus in action many times before, and he knew the crocodile's methods well. He sensed the dog's fear. Max, a young and inexperienced dog, was clearly out of his element. His eyes were wide with terror, and his body trembled as he struggled against Brutus's powerful grip. The turtle could feel the desperation emanating from Max, a palpable wave of fear that seemed to ripple through the water. He sensed the crocodile's bloodlust. Brutus's eyes gleamed with a predatory intensity, his jaws snapping shut with a bone-chilling finality. The turtle knew that Brutus was driven by an insatiable hunger, a primal urge to dominate and consume. He knew that the odds were stacked against Max. The swamp was a place where the strong preyed on the weak, and Max was clearly at a disadvantage. The turtle had seen many creatures fall victim to Brutus's relentless pursuit, and he feared that Max would be no different. But he also sensed something else. Amidst the fear and desperation, there was a spark of determination in Max's eyes. It was a glimmer of hope, a sign that Max was not ready to surrender to his fate. He sensed a flicker of determination in Max's eyes. This was not just a fight for survival, it was a battle of wills. Max's eyes, though filled with fear, also held a steely resolve. He was not ready to give up without a fight. He sensed that the dog was not ready to give up without a fight. The turtle had seen this kind of determination before, and he knew that it could make all the difference. In the face of overwhelming odds, sometimes all it took was a single spark of hope to ignite a fire of resilience. Could this be the glimmer of hope that could turn the tide? The turtle watched intently, his ancient eyes taking in every detail. In the heart of the swamp, where danger lurked around every corner, hope was a rare and precious thing. And in that moment, as Max faced his greatest challenge, the turtle dared to believe that hope might